What in the world, Bo? What in the world? It's your boy Big Low Country. All right. Okay. All right. Trying to get right. Okay. What in the world, man? Hope everybody doing good. We just chilling out Thursday night. Y'all know we doing it big. Just want to chop it up with everybody about this whole NFL free agency situation. Everybody getting ready for the NFL draft. This Deshaun Watson situation is crazy. It's crazy. It seems like every time I turn around, there's a new allegation. So I mean, this whole situation is crazy, man. This whole situation is crazy. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country, old country boy, coach. Loves to sit around and talk about football. So this is my message in a bottle for anybody that comes back to watch this stream later. Make sure you do a country boy a favor and hit that like button and make sure that you subscribe. I definitely appreciate it, man. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm feeling good because I just sit down and ate some shrimp Alfredo. Y'all heard I said that proper. You heard I said that proper, Coach Ronnie? Shrimp Alfredo. Coach Ronnie be hating, man. Hope everybody doing good tonight, man. We just chopping it up. Okay. So everybody, we back. So everybody's in chilling out with us, talking about this whole Deshaun Watson situation. All right. Okay. Coach Ronnie says she's here. What's going on, Coach Zeke? I see you, man. What's good with your family? What's good with you? Matthew Navarro, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Definitely. Ghost Peppers. Say he here, Coach. 100. Definitely. Maurice Amy said, hey, how you doing there, Coach? Doing good, bro. Trying to make it. It's Friday Eve. I had a short week, and I'm ready to end the week off on a high note. Definitely. Reg, what's going on, Reg? Reg, I see you, fam. ATM, what in the world, Bo? So they're trying to say that Deshaun Watson out here yanking. Hey, Bo, I don't know what Deshaun Watson. I don't know what's going on out here. As a matter of fact, we were just kind of talking about this whole Deshaun Watson situation, Bo. What in the world, man? So I took a vote earlier. I see that there are a few new names in here. Now, y'all know I like to get the opinion of everybody in the room. Mama Country always told me to fill the room out before you say something now. So give me a 1. Y'all make sure that you put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that it's one of those situations where Deshaun Watson is telling the truth and he is being falsely accused by these 34 women. Now, if y'all feel like Deshaun Watson lying and he doing that nasty stuff out there, put a 2 in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So make sure if you think that it's a case where, you know, all of these details are just coming at this very, very inopportune time, make sure that you put a 1 in the chat for me. If you feel like that's not the case, make sure you put a 2 in the chat. Richard Red says, double big. What in the world, Bo? What in the world, Bo? Like, what's going on, man? What's going on? Now, y'all know that this is a family show, first of all. Now, y'all know that this is a family show. So I ain't finna talk about what they said Deshaun Watson did or what he allegedly did and all that kind of stuff. I ain't finna talk about that. You know, so that's some intimate conversations. I ain't finna talk about all that stuff. But you know, everybody got Google, so everybody could, you know, do what you know. I ain't touching it. Like Coach Rody said she think that, you know, they might be lying or whatever. Brandon thinks Deshaun Watson telling the truth. Zeke thinks Deshaun Watson telling the truth. Matthew Navarro thinks Deshaun Watson is telling the truth. Coach ATM, he said, Big Low, it's like the allegations that came out when AB wanted to leave the Raiders. That is very interesting that you mentioned that, because I forgot all about that, ATM. Oh, yeah. And I want y'all to know something, too. Coach ATM, he hit me up on Twitter earlier today, and he said, look now, just remember, I was the one to let y'all know, and I'm putting this out there on my YouTube. ATM said, look, I'm going to be the one to let you know that I was the first one to tell y'all that the Falcons might trade Grady Jarrett. So, look, I put it out there for you, Coach ATM. So, I put it out there for you. Now, Coach Roney said, I can talk about what they said he did. What in the world? Oh, my goodness. Man, I ain't gonna talk about it. Zabo TV, what's going on with you? He said they said he was trying to buy NBC. This is why they came out with this lie. Wow, y'all ought to change, man. Now, Maurice Amy says, I say this, I'm a judge of no man, so I'm not going to say nothing until the evidence comes out. That's right. That's right. Guilty. I mean, I'm sorry, innocent until proven guilty. Oh, man. Now, Daniel Connor, he had a question. He says, how many women does it take to give him a sign? Hey, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Triple G, he agrees. He thinks that it's one of those cases where Deshaun Watson's telling the truth. Now, look, it's one of those cases, man, where I mean, sometimes you gotta look at a situation that says, why would I lie? You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what happened. Only Deshaun and, according to Daniel, the three women that was giving them the massage, knows what happened. So it's one of those cases, man, where it's neither here nor there. It's just one of those cases, man. Now, AJ, what in the world, Bo? What's going on? He said, how was Robert Kraft and AB not going to massage parlor together? Y'all ain't right, man. Yeah, y'all ain't right. Now, wait, hold on. What? Yeah, what is Coach Roney talking about? Said he was wanting someone to treat him like a dirty sinner. Is Coach Roney trying to tell a nasty football joke? Like what? What in the world? What is this? What a nasty sinner? What in the world? He feels like David on Friday. Oh man. Maurice Amy says, I said he was the first person set up here and say that Grady might be traded. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so hey man, look, and the reason why I brought that up is because we were actually talking about this a little bit earlier when we were talking about this whole Mitchell Trubisky situation. Like Mitch, he basically somebody put it in the comments earlier, said Mitch, he came up. Mitchell Trubisky came up, guys. Cinco Mo said Mitch upgraded. Dun, 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 dun. Mitch upgraded. He on the way up. This man literally has a chance to win a Super Bowl and not play a snap next year. Now, what he does with that is up to him. You see what I'm saying? Now, if he can take it, learn from it, get some experience, and actually sit back and watch the game, because that's one thing that players don't do. A lot of players just don't sit back and watch the game. You got to sit back and watch and see what's going on. Now, if he can sit back and watch the game like maybe Jameis did, it might be one of those situations where he could go to maybe a Denver next year and make something pop off for him. Now, in the meantime, in between time, you work your thing, I work mine. all of these situations that are going on are creating the perfect storm, literally, for the Atlanta Falcons to trade back. And why do I say that? The reason I say that is, do you legitimately think that the Chicago Bears are going to go into the season next year with Andy Dalton as their starting quarterback? Or is Andy Dalton going to be the guy who maybe starts a few games, then after a while, they put that rookie in there to let him finish the season out? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. What's going on, Mike? I see you, fam. I see you. Because don't forget, let's be honest, Chicago Bears, they said that they were pursuing Deshaun Watson heavy, real heavy. They was pursuing him. They were pursuing Russell Wilson real heavy. Now, question is that one of those situations where y'all want to trade back? Would y'all want to trade back with the Chicago Bears? Because Coach Roney just told me that Chicago Bears got 20th pick. So, I mean, I'm cool with taking the 20th pick. The reason why I'm cool with that is because the farther back you go, the more that they're willing to give you. The farther back you go, the more desperate they are. And I'm just saying. You know. Now, Daniel says, do you think the Falcons would draft with the 20th pick? I mean, I'm just looking at this draft. The draft doesn't seem that top heavy. If you're not getting a quarterback, and if you're not getting Penei Sewell, like it really doesn't seem that. It don't seem that heavy. I mean, it just seems top heavy. Well, no. Basically, what I'm saying is that most of the value is from the second to the fourth pick. Coach Ronnie, could you bring me some moonshine? Because I just can't think straight. Daniel said it's looking like either first round. ATLGA faithful. What in the world, Bo? I see you in here. What's going on with your family? That Big Low. What's up? I'll take a Z's at 20 if you're there. Oh, all day. All day. In a heartbeat. Thanks so much, Coach Ron. Wait a minute. What did I ask for a while ago?
Water.
Okay, I asked for water, didn't I? Okay. Look here, Bo. What's in my cup is in my cup. Y'all know the spiel. It might be water and it might be moonshine, but if you see me smiling, that just means I'm happy to see you. Oh, I see Maggie in here. What's going on, Maggie? Oh, man. Cinco Mo said you could get all that. You could get all BS and get AB honor roll. You can get all B's. Cinco Mo talking about what I was saying earlier. Whenever I was saying that this whole thing, I would give Buffalo Bills an A when it comes to taking Mitch Trubisky, because next year, and it happens every year, a top quarterback gets hurt, and they're looking crazy. They need a quarterback. Next thing you know, they're looking like, oh, you got Mitch Trubisky on your bench. I wonder if you wouldn't mind trading Mitch Trubisky. Buffalo Bills, look, they got all their holes filled. It's just one of those cases with them where, they're gonna get some holes filled in the draft, but at the end of the day, Buffalo Bills are good. They're good. Ooh, yeah. I like them. I like them more than Russo as well. I do. ATLG GA Faithful said, water or moonshine, the two best drinks. Oh man, what's going on, Miss Ashley? I hope you're doing good. Much love to you, Miss Ash. Much love to you. Now, Cinco Mo says, now would be the perfect time to pick 16. Like we Now would be the perfect time to pick 16 like we always do in the draft per Atlanta Falcons tradition. Per Atlanta Falcons tradition. Now would be the perfect time to do it. Now, I'm telling y'all, and I don't know how many people heard this earlier, but my question is, how many of y'all have played poker? How many of y'all played Texas Hold'em? You know, for all the people out there that have played Texas Hold'em, and if you have, make sure that you put it in the chat so I can know that I can take your money one day. Now, if you have played Texas Hold'em, these are what all the teams are literally doing right now in the NFL with free agency. People are just picking up, seeing what cards they got, because when this NFL draft comes, it's gonna be crazy, Bo. It's gonna be crazy. You hear me? It's gonna be one of those situations where somebody's gonna make a move that you didn't expect. You're literally looking across the table, hoping that guy don't got those 2 3s. So he can get that full house. I mean, it's just one of those situations, man. It's one of those situations. Triple G said, yeah, that Texas Hold'em poker is fire. You doggone right. You doggone right. Let me know so I can take your money one day, bro. That's the bomb, baby. Yeah, man. Now, yeah. Coach Ronnie says he played it plenty of times, never for money. I take Coach Ronnie's quarters and nickels all the time. All the time. I whoop up on him. Oh, man. Now, Maurice Amos says day 2 is going to be 100 times better than day 1 in the draft. You definitely right, it is. Now, if we make the right decisions, if the Atlanta Falcons make the right decisions in this draft, hopefully day 2 is going to be a very fruitful and eventful day. Hopefully that's the case. ATFGA Faithful said that seemed like a moonshine call. Water went down the wrong pipe. Oh man. Now ATM says Big Low, Roddy White just commented on the Deshaun Watson lawsuit. He said that it's impossible for someone to give you orals. Wait, what? Am I reading this wrong?
No, I'm reading it right now. He said it's impossible to make someone give you oral.
Oh, it's impossible to make someone. What in the world? What in the world? What Roddy talking about? Roddy must have been sitting. Roddy stuck in the house and took something to shine. What's going on? Oh man. Oh man. Triple D said you always smiling, so you go to give it. Oh, Triple D talking about because he's a good bluffer. So he said I'm always smiling, so I'm gonna give it away. Now wait a minute now. If I'm always smiling, then that mean you don't know what I'm gonna do. I can be smiling. I can be legitimately smiling the whole time and I ain't got nothing. See, that's how I take people money in poker. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Reggie Red says, hey, Big Low, you know Roddy always stay running this mile. I don't know what Roddy thinking with that one, Bo. I don't know. Roddy said, you can't make nobody do that. Oh, man. Man, y'all off the chain, man. Reggie Red said that's that moonshine call. Water went down the wrong pipe, man. Oh, man, I can't fool with y'all, Bo. I can't fool with y'all. Devin said, Roddy sniffing glue in a brown paper bag. Oh, man. Now, so on a more serious note, though, let's take a look at this whole situation, man. Let's take a look at this whole situation. Anthony Jones said, Big Dog, you're going to be big one day. Keep at it. Hey, Much love to you, and I appreciate the love, family. I definitely appreciate the love. Let's look at this whole Deshaun Watson situation. And as I've been thinking about it, because I just sit around and think about random stuff like this. So if Deshaun Watson got to sit the season out.
What?
He got to sit the season out. That's where he's at now. Deshaun Watson has to sit the season out. Oh, wait a minute, guys. We got a new member on the coaching staff. Everybody welcome Blake Glaze to the coaching staff. Blake Glaze. Welcome to the coaching staff, Bo. Thank you so much for chilling out with a country boy, man. Welcome to the coaching staff. But yeah, Deshaun Watson, he has to sit the season out now. What other option does he have?
Clear his name.
What? Clear his name? How you gonna clear his name? Ain't no way to do it, really. Ain't no way to do it. If it's one of those situations where this didn't happen, he said they welcoming you, Blade. Much love to you, family. Much love to you. Now, look, guys, if this is one of those situations where it legitimately didn't happen, there's no way that Deshaun Watson could prove that it didn't happen. There's no way he could prove that it didn't happen. So, in my opinion, because they ain't gonna because the fact of the matter is that if it's one of those situations where they say, "Oh, wait a minute, I'll take Deshaun Watson and I'll trade him. I'll trade for him." Think about it. Who's going to be that person that says, "Well, you know what? We're going to trade for him," and then they're going to have to catch that whole media storm and say, "Well, you know what, guys? We know that Deshaun Watson is potentially a sexual predator, but we just want to win some football games." Like, who's going to say that? Who's going to say that? Seriously. Ain't nobody going to say that. They showing you love in here, Coach Blake. Coach Blake said, "Yo, what's up, everyone? Thank y'all. Most definitely." Hey, that's what we do here, fam. We a family here, bro. Much love to you. Thank you so much for supporting the team, bro. Thank you so much. But yeah, it's like they put him in a tough situation. Mike said, "Sit it out." Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking sit it out. If I'm Deshaun Watson, if he sits out the season, they said that he would lose about $19 million. But if you're just that stuff, either he's going to have to sit it out, or he's just going to have to bite the bullet and play some football for the Houston Texans this season. Now, I don't know what's happening in Houston. And for all the coaches out there that are listening, if y'all know anything that I don't know, y'all let me know. But I'm pretty sure that the Houston Texans wish that they didn't trade for Larry Tunsil right now. I'm pretty sure that they wish that they didn't do that. But yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here like, look, man, you got two choices. Basically, going to another team, that's not even an option anymore. That's not even an option anymore, Bo. So I'm ATM says Ray Lewis got caught at Bulldogs to beat a murder case and still wait a minute. Ray Lewis is at Bulldogs? ATM tripping. ATM, he be Ray Lewis that way at no Bulldog. Ooh. But yeah. I mean, but see, the difference between Ray Lewis and Deshaun Watson in this situation is that Ray Lewis was happy in Baltimore. Granted, Ray Lewis brought all that upon himself, but Ray Lewis was happy in Baltimore. Alex, yeah. I mean, it don't look good now, and for everybody else that's new in here, because the question, the elephant that's in the room, and everybody is thinking, Okay, yeah, I thought Ray Lewis was in Buckhead. I thought that's what he said. I thought that's what he said. My father-in-law actually was at the jailhouse when Ray Lewis came in. Yeah. I'm sorry. As a police officer, as a correction officer, he wasn't in the jailhouse. My father-in-law worked for Fulton County for years. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just saying, it was one of those situations where, Ray Lewis, he brought everything on himself. Now, the difference between him and Deshaun Watson is there's a possibility, and I'm not saying that is the case. And, just like somebody in here said a little bit earlier, it's not our job to judge, I hadn't been to law school, but I definitely love watching People's Court. Definitely. I don't know where that came from. I love watching People's Court on YouTube. But, I'm not sure if this whole situation is the timing is just fishy. And then, just look at Deshaun Watson. And like I said, I'm not trying to make a case for anybody or nothing like that, but, he seems like a clean-cut guy that, So they said that he flew somebody from Atlanta to Houston on the premise that they were going to give him a massage. What's going on, Coach Terry Artist 404? Much love to your family. Now, the thing is that why would you fly someone from Atlanta to Houston to give you a massage and they're not under the assumption that it was going to be something else? But I don't know. That's not my place to. That's not my place to. Now Michael Walker said $40 million a year. Should have hired a personal trainer for that. Yes. He should have pulled a LeBron and paid $1 million to spend on his body, slept in a hyperbaric chamber, and everything else. Yeah. Sometimes you just can't put yourself in situations like that. But it's like I'm saying, guys. It's one of those situations where, nobody knows. Nobody knows. So moving forward, and I asked everybody this previously. This is for everybody who just came into the room. If y'all think that Deshaun Watson is telling the truth, and this is a lie that is brought on by the Houston Texans or by someone else, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, this is the truth and Deshaun Watson was doing some nasty stuff, put a 2 in the chat. Y'all make sure that y'all do that for me. Yeah, because I just want to see, pretty much what everybody's thinking, man. Pretty much what everyone's thinking. Now, Daniel says, I know people say where there's smoke, there's fire, but I've seen a few times with people that's not always the case. Yeah, definitely. It's one of those things where whenever it's hard to tell when you wasn't in the room. Whenever you wasn't in the room, it's hard to tell, man. It's hard to tell. Coach Rody, boy, she has a vendetta. Coach Rody I knew she was gonna say. So she said, "What if the cheating Patriots came up with this as a way to smear his name, to smear his rep, so he could go there like all the other troubled players and be reformed?" What in the world? Really?
Yes.
She has. Coach Rony is like conspiracy theorist when it comes to. I can't blame her because I really put that on her. I really put that on her.
Same way their owner got caught up.
Wow.
Massage parlor.
He was proven innocent.
Please.
Triple G said he feels like Deshaun Watson is telling the truth. False Start Falcon says that he feels like there's some validity to this story. Terry Artist 404 says he feels like Deshaun Watson's telling the truth. Maggie says she feels like he's telling the truth. Danny Connor said 3 for undecided. Devon said, I don't know, I'm undecided too. Now, somebody earlier said that they felt like he just chose not to cover himself up. Now, I gotten a few massages. What you laughing for? I got a few massages over the years now. The massage lady told me that I didn't have to cover up. Now, is that what's up with that? So that wasn't normal? That's what you're saying? I'm asking you, Ronnie.
I guess it's up to the masseuse, their level of comfort.
So, okay. So it's up to the masseuse. Because I know the masseuse, she told me, she was like, look, you don't got to cover up if you want to. Like, it made me feel weird. I ain't going to tell you what I did. Now, Texas said, Texas on that should have never gave this money. I'm definitely pulling the Carson Palmer if I'm at 4. Hey, I don't know what to tell you, Bo. Blaze, Coach Blaze, he says that he's not sure himself. He don't know what you don't know what the situation. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know. We wasn't in the room. Ain't that a Hamilton song?
Well, you want to be in the room.
Yeah. In the room where it happens. The room when it happens. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now, Will Smith. What's going on, Will? I think this is your first time chilling out with us. Much love to your family. Will Smith says, are there any facts that we know of, or all of these just allegations? And that's the kicker right there, Will. Like, we don't know. We don't know. Now, I think somebody put in here earlier that he should record his sessions. I mean, that's just weird. You know? Huh? Oh, you put that he should record his sessions? Yeah. My guess, if you're a millionaire, you'd be like, well, look, I got to protect myself. You know? So for everybody that don't know about me and Coach Ronnie, we're both insurance adjusters, right? So whenever it's a situation where people get into an accident and we tell them that the liability decision that they don't agree with, we ask them if they have any additional proof. They say, proof like what? We'll say, do you have a recording of when this happened? And then that's when we get cussed out. Because people said, no, I don't just ride around recording, how whenever I'm riding around. And, there's a lot of people that do. So if y'all learn anything from this, learn that maybe you should get a dash camera just in case you get in an accident. If you learn anything from this, or if you just enjoying it, make sure that you do a Kuntry Boy a favor and hit that like button. If anybody that's new to the stream, do a Kuntry Boy a favor and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. When you do, put it in the comments so everybody can welcome you to the coaching staff. Okay, Will Smith said he's actually been following for a good minute. Okay, much love to you, Willie Will. I appreciate you, fam. Ain't seen you in a minute, Bo. I appreciate you for chilling out with us. But Coach Ronnie said that it's all allegations. No proof has been offered. Now, and I understand that, man. I definitely understand that. But the NFL is doing their own investigation now. I'm going to start calling the NFL vigilantes, man. I'm going to start calling them vigilantes, Coach Roman. And the reason I say that is because they take the law into their own hands. When the NFL do their own investigation, you get in trouble even if you didn't do nothing illegal. You know what I'm saying? So moving forward, so let's just say that he got cleared. And see, this is how the Texas got him. This is how the Texas got him in a tough spot. Blake Clay said they all crooks. But this is how the Texans got him in a tough spot, y'all. They got him in a tough spot because let's say that he's proven innocent. They can't provide any evidence. So he's proven innocent. let's say the NFL gives him a slap on the wrist. Let's say, I don't know, a fine. Let's say they fine him. He still got to bring that media storm to whatever team that he goes with, whatever team that he goes to. You know, whatever team that he goes to, he still has to deal with that media storm. So if he gets traded to the Miami Dolphins, they'll say, well, I mean, look, Deshaun Watson, like, why did you do that nasty stuff with the three masseuses? And he's gonna say, well, look, I was proven innocent, but it's still following him. It's a great cloud over his head. As soon as the news came out, that's gonna follow him. As soon as somebody put it on the internet, whenever they Google his name and look through his history, it's gonna show up on his Wikipedia from now until the end of time. We don't know if it's the truth or not, but you know, it's just one of those situations. Now, Maurice Amos said that if he's proven innocent, that he wouldn't have to pay a fine. Now, there have been guys out there who've been proven innocent in a court of law in the NFL, but they still have to pay. Well, I'm not saying fines, but they still have to deal with the NFL and have to pay the piper. I don't know if it's fines or suspensions or what have you, just for putting themselves in that situation, because apparently the NFL holds themselves at a standard that's higher than the rest of society for some reason, until, you know, it depends on who the player is. It depends on who the player is. You know what I'm saying? Now, Triple G says that he's got to be smarter. Not a fan of Chris Brown or his music, but any women that walks into his property have to sign a waiver for him. That's what I've read. That's you talk about taking you down. You know, you got to sign a waiver form before you walk in there. Only thing I had to sign a waiver form was I got on a roller coaster or something, but for a night of passion, I got to sign a waiver form. What in the world? Man. Zabo TV said Ben Roethlisberger did worse than Millersville. Come on, Bo. What in the world, man? What in the world? And it's just like Coach Ronan brought up earlier. Coach Ronan said that they haven't even pressed charges. This is just in civil court. This is just in civil court, guys. So they're not even trying to press charges. They're just sitting there saying, "Oh well, look, and we just want the money." Just like Triple G said earlier, like, we don't want him to go to jail or have to pay society for this gross action that he's taking. We just want the money. We get the money, we'll be fine. You heard this fool? He made like $45 million a year. Like, we'll just take the money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here like, well, dang, what in the world? So I mean, that should tell you right there that I'm not going to say that should tell you right there. All I'm saying is that this timing is weird. If it's something that he did do, if it's something that he is guilty of these actions and he did genuinely do it, I'm definitely disgusted by it. You don't treat women like that. If he didn't do it, I'm disgusted by it, and you just don't lie on somebody like that. Cinco Mo said, that man said, "Take you down." You a fool. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. You talk about taking. Hey, you got to sign a waiver to go to Chris Brown house. Man, boy. That boy, that's a bad man, boy. That's a serious night of passion. That's how you get enthralled in the passion of love. Look, man, I want y'all to know something. See, y'all can tell I legitimately care about y'all because I'm on here talking to y'all about Deshaun Watson and these three masseuses and Grey's Anatomy on. Y'all know that's my show. sound crazy that you come on, Rhoda. Yeah. So y'all already know I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. I'm on here chopping it up with y'all. Grey's Anatomy on. Maurice Amy said, I with that Chris Brown, smart man. I see all these Jezebels and home records, and not to mention platinum gold diggers. Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Man. Wait, hold on. What the world? Now, somebody, can y'all put in the comments, because like what happened with that T.I. and Tiny situation? I never really heard. I heard that there was something going on, but you know, I be working all the time and everything. Like what happened in that T.I. and Tiny situation? Because somebody put it in the comments for me. Because Coach Ronda just said something about she heard that there are men complaining about T.I. and Tiny now. Like what?
Saying they're drugging and sexually assaulting them.
Hold on, what?
Some 4 women said that.
They said that they drugged and sexually assaulted them. What in the world?
And they forced them to take illegal narcotics, kidnapped them, made threats against them, and then sexually assaulted them.
So they forced them to take illegal narcotics, then they kidnapped them and sexually assaulted them. And Humble Brando said for bedroom extracurricular activities. Why even be rich? It seems like if you rich, people will want to sleep with you, ain't it? But why you gotta drug people first?
It's a power thing.
It's a power thing. Well, people crazy. They at least need to make them sign the waiver like Chris Brown do. Like, look, we finna make you do this right here. Or they just get something. They just get something out of fooling people.
Yeah.
Boy, them sorry sacks of sorriness. Doing that nasty stuff like that. Boy, I did not know T.I. and Smokey Robinson was so nasty.
Yeah, say alleged.
Huh?
Say alleged.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that T.I. and Smokey Robinson was allegedly so nasty. Yeah, that's right. Cinco Mo said allegedly now. Allegedly. Okay, yeah, now, okay, that's right, y'all. This is allegedly. We don't know if this happened. Because just like this whole Deshaun Watson situation, you know, we don't know. We don't know. But I don't know, man. You just watch the interview with T.I. He seems like he a pretty laid back cat. You don't know if that's one of those situations where, you know, unless you're in the room where it happens. Unless you're in the room where it happens. And in the words of my cousin Faith said, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what they did. I wasn't there holding the flashlight. So, hey, you know, it's just one of those things, man. I got my homeboy Trey in the room. I make sure y'all show Coach Trey some love, man. Much love to Coach Trey. We probably somewhere taking care of my very nice and loving niece and nephew. Coach Trey all late. Oh man. Now Triple G said waiver or consensual forms. I read it a while ago, but it's something like that. Okay. Definitely. Now, so I wanted to kind of chop it up with y'all, and look, this whole, and I just want to be clear that this whole situation, where Deshaun Watson being involved with the masseuses, don't got nothing to do with me talking about the New England Patriots next. So y'all go ahead and take all the jokes out of the picture. Huh?
You just happy to talk about it.
I ain't just happy. I'm just saying I've been meaning to talk about this. I've been meaning to talk about it. So, what do y'all think about the New England Patriots making all these moves, bro? Like, what in the world? What y'all think about this? Because I'm going ahead and tell you, New England Patriots going to the playoffs. I don't know if y'all realize this or not, but the New England Patriots are going to the playoffs. Look, Bill Belichick is setting up right now for his last hurrah. He's spending money like it ain't nobody's business. Same way y'all gonna be spending these stimulus checks on crab legs and eyelashes, and he's gonna spend it. He's gonna blow it like a runny nose, and I think he's gonna shut it down in about 2-3 years. I honestly think that. Now, if y'all think that all this spending that the New England Patriots are doing is going to get them to the playoffs, if y'all could put a 1 in the chat for me. If y'all feel like it's not going to help them get to the playoffs, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to see how everybody's feeling about this, and I ain't trying to make you feel one way or the other. But I just want to know if y'all feel like, put a 1 in the chat if you feel like the New England Patriots are going to make the playoffs after making all of these moves, or if you feel like they're not going to make the playoffs, put a 2 in the chat. And take your heart out of it. Y'all don't have your heart in it. We're looking at this objectively. We ain't looking at this, with any kind of hate in our heart, Let's see here. See what everybody talking about. Coach Roney, well, doggone, everybody almost kind of agrees with Coach Roney. Everybody think the Patriots going to the playoffs next year. Now, why y'all think the Patriots going to the playoffs? Now, you got to pay attention. Coach Wallace, he said that he thinks the Patriots going to the playoffs. Y'all pay attention to Coach Wallace now. OG, he know what he be talking about. Cinco Mo, that is a good point, Cinco. There's no guarantees now. There's no guarantees. We got injuries. The NFL, that's one of the few leagues, the NFL and the NBA, where one injury could legitimately take you out of playoff contention. It legitimately take you out of playoff contention. Now, Blake Glaze, he says they ain't going to make the playoffs. Devon said dollar bill Belichick and Bobby Kraft are singles somewhere saying to themselves, money, yeah. Y'all are crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Levon said he thinks they're going to make the playoffs. Now he said, but this is what you can do where your team has the money to spend. That is true. That is true. And I don't know if y'all noticing, but those Patriots, they're building a very balanced team. They're building a very balanced team. Let's see here. Maurice says that the Patriots always have a good defense, and Belichick will always find a good clock manager to get him to play quarterback. You know what? That is a good point. And, it's one of those situations, Maurice, where as far as when it comes to a clock manager, we got to consider that who's a better clock manager than a quarterback that runs the ball so much? There's not a better clock manager than that. Only thing is that he's not the most accurate out there. He's not the most accurate guy. He's not the best at reading defenses. So you getting that guy out there that could, he can manage the clock for you. He can run the ball. You could, draw up some pretty running plays and things like that. But whenever you need to throw the ball and you get behind, your defense slips up and you get behind by 2 touchdowns. Are you the type of squad that can actually come back from that? That's the question. That's the ticket right there, Bo. Coach Roman said, y'all make sure that y'all like this stream. Y'all got anything from this stream? If I made you smile, laugh, or you liked anything, learn something that you ain't originally know before, or if you just think Old Country Boy is a nice guy, make sure you do a Country Boy a favor. Hit that like button. I would definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. And if this is your first time chilling out with me, we sit around and we talk about sports like this all the time. Make sure that you subscribe to Big Low Country Sports. It would make my heart rejoice if you hit that red button that says subscribe on it. Definitely. Wilder Smith said, Big Low, And you have to realize that they wasn't paying nobody big money, so they had the money to spend. And that's the thing, Bo. That's the thing right there. Whenever you can win and you're not paying anybody big money like that, you basically people are coming there just to win. Asia said she's back. What she missed, Asia, boy. It was getting kind of hot and flustered in here for a minute, boy. I had to. We were talking about Deshaun Watson and the allegations. Some people mentioned T.I. and Tiny and those allegations, and now we're talking about this whole New England Patriots situation, and we're asking everybody to take their heart out of it and let me know if y'all think the Patriots will go to the playoffs after making all of these improvements. Coach Wallace just made a great point by saying that whenever you don't spend a lot of money, whenever you do need to spend a lot of money, you can spend a lot of money. that's what the Falcons have been suffering from, because on the flip side of things, the Falcons been spending a lot of money. Next thing you know, we didn't win nothing, and now we need to spend money because we didn't win nothing when we did spend money. What in the world, boy? You stuck like Chuck. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, y'all crazy. Now, my homeboy Trey says, unless he works on his craft and learns the game more, Cam will have a tough time. He has to understand athleticism goes a long way, but the mind gets sharper. Man, see, that's my homeboy right there. And that's basically what I'm saying. You can be just as athletic as anybody else. At the end of the day, it don't make no difference. You can be the strongest, fastest man on the field, but if you getting outsmarted, it don't make no difference. I don't know how many of y'all ever wrestled with somebody who's older than you, or an old man, or anything like that. First of all, old man strength is a real thing. I don't care what Coach Ronnie say. Old man strength, country strength. Huh?
I said country strength.
Hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, all right. I need y'all to answer a question for me before I make this point. And y'all let me know what y'all feel. Do y'all think country strength is a real thing? Do y'all think country strong is a real thing? If you think country strong is real, put a 1 in the chat. If you think country strong is not real, put a 2 in the chat. Because I'm not going to tell you what I think, and I hope y'all didn't hear Coach Ronnie. But if you think country strength is a real thing, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's not a real thing, put a 2 in the chat. Because Coach Ronnie be hating. Oh, all right, Maurice. You be easy, family. Everybody make sure that y'all show Maurice some love on his way out, man. Much love to you. You be easy, and we hope that you have a safe Friday, bro. Great weekend. All right. Blake Glade says 1. Yes. Humble Brando, 1. Yes. Devon, 1. Yes. Trey, old man and country strength. Yes. Give me a couple more pecan seasons. I'm gonna have that old man strength. Like it ain't nothing. Oh, Ada Green, 1. Yes. Triple G said dads and uncles all raised in the farm. Very true. Gold Money, 1. Ghost Peppers, 1. Thank you. Thank y'all. I really appreciate that. Because Coach Ronnie does not believe that there's a such thing as country strong. Coach Wallace, down there in Statesboro, Georgia, says country strength is a real thing. So y'all help me teach Coach Ronnie that there's a difference between country strength. Because look, whenever you country strong, it doesn't have to be ergonomically capable. You don't have to be ergonomically perfect to pick it up. Like if it's lopsided or whatever, you're gonna pick it up. That's why all the best offensive linemen and all of the best defensive linemen are from the country. How many great offensive linemen have you seen from New York? How many? You don't see them. You don't see them. You don't see them. Definitely. Their country strength is a real thing. I don't care what. There's something about eating the peas and rice that makes country boys stronger than them city boys. It's the truth. It's the truth. Anytime, look, you go at the end of the season, you go to the, well, I think they don't play it at the Dome now or at the Benz now. They play the state championships at Georgia State Stadium. You go and you see those boys that's from the country, all those boys that got dread heads and the gold tee. You watch them play against the boys from Atlanta. And you tell me who looks stronger. The boys from Atlanta, they could legitimately be bigger, but the boys from the country, they move them like it don't make no difference. Collard greens and cornbread, it'll make you do something. It'll make you do something. Hold on. Coach Rose said, just because you call it water like Coach, don't mean that you drink it, Stan. Whatever. Yeah, it's that. Thank you. Trey Perry said it perfectly. He knows guys that can bench 400 pounds, but they can't throw a bale of hay for nothing. They can't throw a bale of hay as tall as they is. I can guarantee it. Country strength is different than regular strength. It's the truth. It's the truth. You can't listen to Coach Roney. Gold Money said it. Gold Money agreed with it. Reggie agreed with it. Gold Money, make sure that you do a country boy a favor, man. I think this is my first time seeing you on here. Do a country boy a favor and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it, family. But yeah, man, country strength is completely different. It's a whole nother monster. You can sit up here and say that you're strong, but you grab one of them country boys. I bet you can have 30, 40 pounds on him. He'll put you in that washing machine. He'll put you in that washing machine. And you see Coach Ronda in the comments talking about, oh, man, Reg, I thought at least you would have my back. Like, no, he's a man telling the truth. Trying to convince people of that country strength is not a real thing. Country strength is real. It's definitely real. 100%. Country strength, old man strength.
What was the point you were making?
I forgot. I forgot. Trey Perry said that when you have both, that's when you know you're cooking. That's what I'm saying, Trey. Give me a couple more pecan seasons. I'm gonna have both, and that's what I'm gonna be cooking. Whenever I get old enough where I can wear a house coat to walk around the house and no more basketball shorts, that's when I know that I truly be country strong. Oh man, y'all are crazy. But what I was saying was, so basically what I was saying was about Cam Newton and this whole situation with the Patriots is that, and Trey Perry, he made this point that you can be the strongest, fastest, most athletic guy on the field, but you still got to know the game, especially if you're the quarterback. You're the quarterback, you have the most valued asset on the field, which is the football. You touch it every play. So while you touch it and you're throwing it past and over 11 defenders and trying to get it to the team, or trying to get it to your team only, you got to make sure that you know the game and you're just a step ahead of the competition. Until Cam truly realizes that, he focuses on his craft and focuses on his playbook, opposed to trying to get the frilliest hat, or trying to dress like Aunt Rachel. You'll be until he realizes that, he's gonna be in the same situation. Because right now, Bill Belichick is giving them all the keys. Bill Belichick is giving them all the keys. He's giving them everything that he needs. So in the meantime, it's all about what you do with it. Say man said, yeah, with the feet out the back of your sandals. He talking about whenever I get my old man strength, whenever I walk around with my house coat. Yeah, with my feet out the back of my sandals. I mean, I do that now. That's how I know I'm almost there. Now, Coach Wilder said, "Big Low Country, strong players don't have to work out as hard as other players." Yeah, and that's true. And the thing is, Coach Wilder, is that those strong players, whenever they stop working out as hard and they start working on techniques, they start working on things like hand placement, foot placement, watching other people's tendencies. And Coach, let's get it, GA. He knows he's a coach as well. He's a coach as well. But it's one of those situations whenever you start focusing on things like that, that's when you know that you go into another level. You can be strong. You can be strong. It don't matter how strong you are at the end of the day. It don't matter how strong you are. Two of my best friends, or two of my closest friends, they wrestled. One of them, he walks around like this right here because he got so many muscles. His arms can't stay by his side. You try to push his arms back in, they pop back out. He just literally walk around like this right here. Wrestled one of my other friends who was probably 150 pounds, 160 pounds with two hammers in his pocket. He put him on his back twice. He knew how to position his body. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Cinco Bo said, "So is old man strength not real?" Coach Ronan, just asking. So she believes in old man strength, and I just don't understand how she believes in old man strength, but she don't believe in country strength. I just don't understand that. Like, we've been married now for like almost 12 years, and she doesn't see like the feats of strength that I do all the time. Like, what in the world? Then Humble Brando, you said it perfectly. Being strong and having strength are two different things. That's completely true. That's completely true. You can be strong, you have strength. It's two completely different things, man. So I mean, and that's going to apply to Cam Newton. That's going to apply to Cam Newton. So it's one of those cases where moving forward with these New England Patriots, they're giving Cam Newton the keys. They're giving them the keys to the car. The question is, what they're going to do with it? What they're going to do with it? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Ghost Pepper said, "Would y'all be aboard with bringing Xavier Rhodes for cheap?" Yes, I definitely would. I definitely would. Sports Live in the ATL said, "Thank you once again, Nate McMillan. Hawks, 7 in a row. It's the ice Trey. He's ice cold. Trey Young doing it big." Yeah, man. But Ghost Peppers, I would definitely be cool with bringing Xavier Rhodes in here, because we need somebody to pair with AJ Terrell. And then it's one of those situations where, and whenever I say pair with AJ Terrell, I'm not saying just play the opposite from him. I'm saying AJ Terrell needs to take that next step, and he needs to learn the same way we were talking about working on your craft. He needs to work on his craft to try to get better. So somebody like an Xavier Rhodes, who's had numerous games in the NFL, numerous seasons in the NFL, pretty much done seen it all, like a Young Jeezy and Jay-Z song. Go ahead and let him talk that man's ear off so he can take that next step, because he's close to it. If he could get a good defensive line in front of him, I'm just saying, man, that's your Pro Bowler right there. That's your Pro Bowler. And it's sad because I'm almost at the point now where I don't even want guys. It's almost at the point now where I don't want guys to be too good, because I don't want to pay them too much. Because I don't want to be in this situation again. I just want to win like the Patriots been winning. And I don't want guys to be Pro Bowlers, because I don't want to have to pay them. I don't want to be in a situation like we were a couple years ago and we had to pay Grady Jarrett. I don't want to do it again. But you have to have really good players to win in today's NFL if you don't have really good coaching. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. Sport Live and ATL says the perfect way to go play a 8-game West Coast trip. Beer and jams will be awesome tonight. Oh man. Let's get it. GA, he talking about Cam. He says Cam's accuracy has always been an issue. So we'll see how he does offensively with his new weapons. Yeah, but you know what, Coach? I say this all the time, man. Very seldomly will wide receivers make quarterbacks. Quarterbacks make wide receivers. All the wide receiver has to do is make sure he runs the route right. In the day, the quarterback has to get it there on time, accurately, at the right time. So if he was going to do what he was going to do, I'm just saying he would have done it. And and he showed out. He had an MVP season. Some people say that Cam Newton is literally the equivalent to a Matt Ryan. He's had an MVP season. He's had a few Pro Bowls. He went to the Super Bowl and lost. Some people say, well, why is Matt Ryan still on his team, but Cam Newton isn't? Maybe because Matt Ryan doesn't wear the funny hats. I don't know. I don't know. Cinco Mo said, so with Lowe as the GM, we renting everybody from here on out. Yes, we renting everybody. I don't have to have the superstar guys that stay here forever, because if they stay here for too long and they're too good, you got to pay them. Which is why the New England Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl. Have won the Super Bowl 40% of the time when Tom Brady was the quarterback. Because Bill Belichick, he ain't loyal to nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like I say all the time about my fantasy league, man. Players come and go. Well, I'm not gonna say I said this. My assistant GM said this. He said, "Look, man, players come and go. League of Champions stays forever." That's to say that should be the same thing with the team. Players come and go. League of Champions stay forever. Teams stay forever. Let's get it, GA. He's coming back, and he should have the playbook and the system down pat this upcoming season. And look, we can't really count Cam Newton out, because at the end of the day, think about this, guys. At the end of the day, he didn't have that much time because there really wasn't a training camp. He got signed late. Then COVID hit, and he really couldn't learn on the fly. He was legitimately learning on the fly, guys. So let's be completely honest. Like, we'll really see what Cam's capable of this coming season coming up. That's when we'll really see what they got going on. And it might be one of those cases, because NFL is a parity league. It might be one of those cases where the worst. I know they weren't the worst team in the AFC East last year, but worst to first, maybe. Worst to first, because who won that? The Dolphins won that division, I believe, right? No, I'm sorry, the Bills. The Bills won that division. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, so the Bills won that division last year. Maybe the Patriots might come back and take their rightful place. You never know. If any system is tough to learn, that New England Patriots system is tough to learn. Now, I got a question for everybody in here, all of the Falcons fans in here. What do y'all think about our new safety? What do y'all think about this new safety that the Falcons got? Because, I did a little bit of research on him and everything. It seems like he pretty, I seen that he had a couple of pick sixes and things like that. What y'all think about this new safety? Yeah, you're definitely right. Josh McDaniels has to work up, but we know if anybody can do it, Josh McDaniels can. Now let's not sell Josh short. I mean, you remember he took Tim Tebow to the playoffs, beat the Steelers. So it's one of those things we can't really cut him short now. Coach Roney said those are good points in defense of Cam last year weren't good circumstances to judge him on. Yeah, definitely. So it's just one of those things where he had the full season to kind of get acclimated, know the playbook, learn his audibles, learn his hot reads. And, there's a big difference. Coach, let's get it. GA, he'll tell you, he coach. There's a big difference when players play when they're confident and whenever they're out there tiptoeing. I hate players that tiptoe. I want you out there stomping around like you're trying to kill something. You better be out there stomping around like you are a rat killer. Cinco Mo says, I hope he could give us something. I think that might be your starting free safety, Bo. I think that might be your starting free safety. Now, Wallace Smith, he's talking about that whole Cam Newton situation. He says that, but Denver, they had a defense when Tebow went to the playoffs. And I mean, we got to consider the last, 2-3 years, your boy, Bill Belichick, he's been putting together a pretty good defense. When was that? The year before last? Whenever they lost to the Titans, I mean, everybody said that they were the best defense in the league. The McCourty brothers and everything like that. They were top 10 defense last year. So we'll see if McDaniels if they could create that perfect storm. That's what it's all about. So at the end of the day, man, we're just trying to create any team, not just us, not just the Falcons, and I'm pretty sure that's the case with the New England Patriots. They're just trying to create the perfect storm. Whenever you make soup, sometimes you make it too salty, it's no good. Sometimes you make it too spicy, it ain't no good. Make it too watery, it ain't no good. But whenever you get that perfect combination, both, man, it make you want to slap your mama and run. It make you want to slap your mama and run. Man, I don't know. This whole safety situation with the Falcons, it's like, I seen this kid get a couple of pick sixes. And, I haven't really sit down to do any film on them yet. But, I mean, until I actually see it next September, that's when we'll see what they're capable of doing. Now, Coach Roney said, what do I feel about Fitzmagic? Fitzmagic is actually in a pretty good situation, but I heard that the Washington football team isn't going to promise him that starting job yet. Because you remember, they still have Heineke. I mean, he played pretty good at the end of the season to be someone to just come in and play. So he might be in the same situation he was in last year. It might be one of those cases where, I could just follow you. Sit behind you just in case you need me. But look, if that defense could take another step, I don't think it matters who's the quarterback. I think that the Washington football team could possibly be a playoff team as well, just like they were this past year. Maybe they might be able to take that next step. Oh, Riverboat Ron might be that dude, man. You never know. Devon Stanford says, Eric Harris, and for everybody that don't know, that's our new safety. That's the Falcons' new safety, Mr. Eric Harris. Says that he's a very interesting story. Played D2 CFL, and now he's in the league. Played with the Saints and Raiders. He's a good open field tackler. Yes. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they said he worked at like a tuna plant or something, like right before he came to the league. Look, I mean, I think, and somebody said that You know, Evan tracks it 7 straight. 7 straight, Evan. The Hawks might be making that run, Bo. But yeah, Ghost Pepper said that he's a depth signing, but I mean, look, he started like 14 games last year, 12 games or something like that. I mean, he's capable of being a starter. Now, so I mean, I don't know exactly how effective he was because, like I said, I haven't sit down and watched his film yet. Now, and you know, I'm not a real big believer of the PFF stats and things like that, but it's one of those things where we'll just kind of see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it unfolds. Deshaun said, "What's going on, Big Low?" Sean, he in here on the high. He said, "What's going on, Big Low? Just got done watching the Hawks whoop up on the Thunder, man. I knew that was gonna be a dub. I never thought I'd be saying this about the Hawks, where I'm going into a game on a Thursday night saying, oh man, yeah. I knew that was gonna be a dub. I knew that was gonna be a W. Yeah, man. Yeah, so we'll see it, man. We'll see it. Evan says, we'll see what kind of playoff team we are during this road trip. Yeah, we're going on that 8-game track. Hopefully, we can make a run. And look, because we're gonna do something special this year, y'all. I'm just letting you know, like Trey, Ice Trey gone. Ice Trey, he's gonna plan on leaving. If they don't work something out, Lloyd Pierce should have been gone a month and a half ago. Like, he probably shouldn't even been here this season, to be completely honest with you. I don't know what they were thinking with this whole Lloyd Pierce situation. I know that he's a good guy, and Coach Roney says hopefully coaching change with the Falcons will have the same outcome as the Hawks. Well, that's the thing, Coach Roney. We're not finished with seeing what the outcome is yet. We want a deep playoff run. We don't want to just make the playoffs. We want a deep playoff run. So, yeah, I'm ready to see how this team plays in high stress situations. This is where your Rajon Rondos come in. This is where your guys like your Chris Dunn's come in. I mean, Gallinari, he's balling out. Question is he going to stay healthy? Because he just has such a habit of going to certain teams, or not certain teams, going to different teams. Every team he goes to, he gets hurt. He'll come in and ball out, be like, man, I forgot Gallinari was that good, and he gets hurt. So yeah, I'm eager to see how this thing kind of works out for us, man. Hawks are really, really looking good, so hopefully we can finish the season in that top 4. They keep winning the way they've been winning now. I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. Good to see some kind of excitement in the city. Good to see some kind of excitement on a Thursday night in the city, man. Oh yeah, man. I knew Kevin Herter. I knew he was a baller. Whenever they brought Cam in, I was like, well, what about Kevin? I figured that we were probably just going to trade him. Evan says, what's really crazy is what other city fired 2 head coaches in the same season. Hey, Bo, you got a point, Evan. You got a point, fam. Hey, man, this is welcome to Atlanta. That's all I can tell you. Welcome to Atlanta, man. I definitely hope that Nate McMillan sticks around for a long time. I wanted Nate before. Like I said, I wanted him before the season started. But look, man, I mean, we can't really. If we're a fifth, and we can't really go back, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I mean, if only we could have changed something. But we got a chance to make a playoff run, and this could actually work out to our benefit if we can stay away from, those top teams and eventually go in being, maybe 4. I'm hoping that would be perfect for us, man. That'd be perfect for us. Yeah, man. I just don't know. I just don't know, man. fired 2 head coaches. And what makes it so bad is that everybody was saying that this season it was supposed to be so optimistic. Oh my goodness, the Hawks, they're just going to come in. They're going to take the next step. Look at all the draft picks that they had. And look, let's see what they do in free agency. Oh my goodness, the Hawks might get Giannis. Oh my God. Like, what in the world, bro? What in the world, bro? Coach Jack, what in the world, man? What's going on with your family? Said, welcome to ATL. What up, big country? Drinking good tonight on this creek water. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Just don't hurt yourself. Just don't hurt yourself. Don't do nothing that I would do when it comes to the creek water. Coach Ronnie said, long time no see, Coach Jack. I guess Coach Jack been watching these Hawks games too, man. Yeah, we were just sitting talking about this free agency, talking about this whole Deshaun Watson situation, New England Patriots. What they're going to do with Cam Newton. Is he going to represent and everything? It's one of those things, brother. It's one of those things. Evan says, we ain't playing. That's right, Evan. We need that chip, man. Think about it. Well, shoot. I'm sitting here like, I legitimately feel like we could beat Milwaukee, but man, them Nets, bro. I honestly feel like the Nets are going to be worse once KD comes back because they got such a good flow. Man. So, I mean, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Coach Jack said, can't wait to donate. Hey, man, we don't wait till 1,000 subscribers. Once we get to those 1,000 subscribers, man, you can donate as much as you want to, family. Much as you want to. I definitely appreciate you chilling out with us, man. Everybody that joins and chills out with us, I definitely appreciate it. We got some big things coming down the pipeline pretty soon, bro. Wait a minute, hold on. Evan says, I'm calling it now. Atlanta trading down. Who want to bet? Ooh. He's calling it, y'all. Saying the ATL gonna trade down. I hope that's the case, bro. I hope that's the case. I definitely hope that's the case. I'm thinking we might trade down and then trade back up. I'm hoping with all these. We got 2 5th-round picks and a 6th-round pick. I think the Falcons could legitimately trade down, or they could take that guy now. They could literally take Sewell now and then trade back up into the 1st round. So look, possibilities are endless. Possibilities are endless. Coach Ronnie said, Evan, did you ever see Coach's first mock draft? We traded down twice. Fam. So yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I'm hoping to trade down. Now, Cinco Mo said the bet would be what's the number we trade down to? That's the question. What number we traded down to? That's the question. Coach Wallace says, Big Low, I want to get your opinion on something. He said, I always say that players make coaches. What do you think? Oh, wow, man. So Coach Wallace just asked me. He always says that players make coaches. He want to know what I think about that, man. Well, I don't know, Coach. I feel like it's a collaborative effort. Reason I say that is like, whenever you put peanut butter and jelly, you're not saying that the peanut butter is making the jelly better. You're not saying that the jelly is making the peanut butter better. It just works together, and whenever I say creating up those perfect storms like that, it's all about those things working together. Now, let's talk about Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Whenever Tom Brady went to the Bucks in the beginning, it just didn't work out because the coach was stubborn. The coach didn't want to let Brady do what he does. Now, moving forward, coach kind of took a step back and it worked out to the benefit. Now, coach still had to coach up the defense, but he said it himself that I'm not really dealing with the offensive side of the ball. I'm just letting Tom handle that. Now, is that coach making? I mean, is that Brady making that coach, or is that just him saying, "Well, look, I don't have to do this." You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other side of the spectrum, you look at Patrick Mahomes and you seen what he did in Texas Tech, and he was good, but he wasn't great. Now, whenever he got with Andy Reid, he took a whole nother step. It's all about how guys work together. So I'm not going to say that one makes the other, Coach Wallace. I'm going to say that football is just like life. It's all about the circumstances that you're given. If anything, I would say that players make players. I would say that defenses help offenses win. Offenses help defenses win. If anything, but yeah, I can't say that players make coaches or coaches make players. But that's a good question, though, man. That's a real good question. What's going on, Ivan? I see you in here, family. I don't know, man. They're accusing Deshaun Watson of all kind of crazy stuff. Oh man. Let's see here. Kojak, he had a question. He says, I got a question. Do you think if the defense, the new defensive coordinator, DEPs, can give Matty Ice a real defense, could we make it back to the playoffs? And who is your first round pick? I definitely think, if our defense can, play any kind of ball, if we could be top 15, I definitely think we could go back to the playoffs. I don't know if our offense will be good as it was in past years, but Matt Ryan, if he just got a piece of a defense, I think we could go back to the playoffs. As far as my first round pick, I would like to trade down. I really love Chris Fairley, the cornerback from Virginia Tech. I'm really not that into any of the top round defensive linemen except for Ojulari. But any other guys other than that, I would really like Fairley. But if it was one of those situations where we stayed at 4, I mean, let's go ahead and get Sewell and try to build this offensive line up. Now, the reason I'm kind of apprehensive about that is because we took Caleb McGarry, last year, year before last, and I mean, we still don't know who he is yet. But I always said that I thought he would be a better guard anyway. Like, he doesn't have the kind of footwork to be a tackle in the NFL. Let that kid play guard and make his job a little bit easier. Because he definitely has NFL strength. He just don't have the NFL footwork. Let's see here. What you say? Oh, Kojak, Coach Ronan accidentally put you in timeout. She apologizes to you, man. My bad. Let's get GA says, I think the move that Belichick's made so far in free agency was a direct response to what Brady accomplished in year 1 in Tampa. That is definitely the case. Whenever you break up with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, moving forward, you just want to be successful. You want to make more money. You want to lose weight and look good because you want to show them that you're doing along, just like that Boyz II Men song. I'm doing just fine, getting along very well without you in my life. and that's what you want to show the other side. So I think that Brady winning that Super Bowl, whether Belichick acknowledges it or not, yeah, he's salty and he has a new renewed focus. He has a renewed focus now. Ever Track said Neil, my dude, but he might be gone. Neil is definitely gone. I understand that's your dude and everything, but he can't cover nothing. He can hit, but he can't cover, and we need somebody that's gonna cover. Oh man, Coach Wilder said, "Big Low, I'm going to make my bold prediction that we will make the playoffs this coming season, and if I'm wrong, I will take the heat." All right, Coach Wilder. All right, y'all, hey, all y'all coaches, y'all remember that Coach Wilder said, "Look, he's making the call right now." He said, "Look, we're making the playoffs. We're making the playoffs." I hope that's the case, Coach. I hope that's the case. Let's get it. GA says, you make a good point with Cam Reddish, especially with him coming back from injury. He says that bring him off the bench and he can do the second unit with Rondo. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Now, Cinco Mo says that the thing about old linemen is if you feel like you're supposed to see progression no matter what the scheme is, you haven't really seen that in the past. Yes, hopefully we see something this year. I mean, the thing with Caleb McGarry and his progression, sometimes he's balled out. Other times he hasn't looked good at all. I mean, I'm taking my heart out of it. He hasn't looked good at all sometimes. Now, moving forward, it's one of those situations where it's like, let's stop playing the radio. Like, everybody's trying to, especially in that Dan Quinn era, they try to develop these guys and develop these guys and develop these guys. Meanwhile, like, they're getting your star quarterback hit over and over and over again. Sooner or later, you just got to move on. Like, there's no reason Sean Harlow should still be on this squad. Like, what in the world? I mean, I'm just not seeing it. Ivan Willer said, Ivan wins. He said it normally takes them a few years. You need to give it time. Seiko Mo said, "Hey, what's the timestamp on that prediction that Coach Wallace made so he could hold him to it?" Oh man, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. Well, look, man, I definitely appreciate y'all for chilling out with a country boy tonight, man. Make sure that you do a country boy a favor. And hold on, wait a minute, 1 second. Hold up. Oh, I thought I got something on my phone about Marcus Mariota. Coach Jack said, "I'm sorry if the wife don't like me. I can't come to the party." No, Coach Jack, she hit that on accident, man. I apologize. I apologize, man. Oh man, I hit that on accident. But yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely appreciate everybody for chilling out with me. Make sure that you do a country boy a favor. If you've already subscribed, make sure that you share this channel with your family and friends, people who like the Falcons or people who just like football, who y'all think might enjoy just chilling out with old country boy, man. I would definitely appreciate it. Much love to everybody. I hope everybody enjoys their Friday. Y'all go and y'all do it big and have a good time. But definitely, man, definitely. Much love to you too, Coach Jack. Much love to you, Ken folk. Oh man, well look, thank y'all so much. Y'all be easy. Rise up. 8 time down. Y'all already know what time it is.